So, namaste and welcome to everyone. What it takes me to know the real self. Knowledge. Now, I listen to it, I learn, and I understand. But if the knowledge is not available while thinking, speaking, and living my life, nothing is going to happen. Do you know Ukraine? Do you know Russia? Do you know US? Yes, I know. But if the knowledge is not available at the time, how the knowledge will be available? To recognize the five causes of suffering that we covered. Do you remember obsession with the body, egoism, attachment and detachment, and ignorance? So when that knowledge is available, how it is available? Four types of intellect, four types of knowledge. Do you remember? Yes, I remember. Don't worry. So it will not work. We have to live into that. Righteous intellect. Righteous intellect helps me to live my personal, professional, social, and family life. What I was saying, I'm repeating again. That I know. Do you know peace is good? Yes, I know it. Why don't you live in peace? Because knowledge is not available at the time when it is required. But why it is not available? Because of the five defects, five causes of suffering. Obsession with the body, I am the body. Ego, false I, attachment and detachment, and ignorance. What to do with it? I have to cultivate the four types of intellect. The righteous intellect, that helps me to live my personal, professional, social, and family life. In what? In discernment and dispersion. That leads to peace, harmony, and happiness. Second type of intellect is the dispersion intellect. The moment mind invokes me, get attached, emotional dependence, no more emotional dependence. Free from unnecessary, unwanted issues, unwanted emotions. I am very busy. Okay, really? It's an emotion. You have to think of it. And then to get rid of this egoism, we need a love for the existence. We will discuss in detail about this, and then the right knowledge of the Eastern wisdom to remove the ignorance. Four powers of the intellect. Power of faith. Do you remember? So power of faith it's not a blind faith. You are listening, learning, contemplating, reflecting. So what happens? This mind becomes very subtle. I'm going to explain you. Further, when the mind becomes so subtle, it does not look at the physical, the outer, the surface. That mind becomes so subtle, it looks at the, if I say so, if it looks at the ultimate cause. You have a faith. First is the power of faith. Second is the power of decision. Now I have a faith, so that is, I take a decision. And when I take a decision, I hold on to that choice. So when I hold on, you come to me and you have a very big face. So I hold on to the choice. I am in peace. Let me help you remove your sad face. Do you see that? But knowledge is there available, but it is not available to me. So when it is not available, then intellect power cannot work. Power to hold on to the choice, and then the power to continue to regulate. Do you remember the 5 remarkable changes that takes place in the intellect while thinking, speaking, and acting day-to-day life? The real self becomes famous in the mind. Now, what is famous in the mind? That guy, this guy, that girl, this girl, this situation, that situation. You don't understand my situation, as if you are the only one who has this situation in the life. Everyone is very happy. So the real self becomes famous in the mind, and then the intellect shines with the emotional freedom all the time. When it is, shines all the time, emotional freedom, what you need, what else you need? What else you need? That mind is, third is the recognition. What is that recognition? The mind, the word. What is the recognition? Seeker cannot see and remember that whatever teacher is speaking is from the wisdom of the masters. That is settled in your mind, the glories of the existence. Your selfishness, your ego self, which is very limited, expands. It expands. It includes everything in the existence. And then ultimately what happens in that state, there is a, Buddha says compassion. So the compassion and the kindness and the humility naturally awakens in you. So that also takes care of the 5 causes of suffering. You understood? Yes, I understand. So what we were talking about, it is good. So what we were talking in the last session, if you remember, while defining real self, we first have to encounter what is not real self. Second, what is real? Second point, what I witness, what I know here and now, what I see as a knower, it is also not real self. And then we define what is real self. So we understood what is not real self, 3 bodies instead of 1. Now we are going deeper and deeper. Why we are going deeper? Because the mind is so subtle, the knowledge is realized in the mind. When the mind is physical, or I would use the word mind is gross. When the mind is gross, attachment, ego, unnecessary emotional dependence. So that mind cannot understand that. So when the mind realizes that I'm none of the 3 bodies, I'm not the 5 coverings over the real self, then what is left is real self. But then there is a problem. That what I know, what I witness is also not me. Now we realize what is real self. Where? When? Here and now. Ask the question why it is important to know what we are not. Don't know it, continue to suffer. I am your husband and how dare you say. Problem. Do you see? I am. Look at this I am. So that if you don't know what I am not, it is going to create a problem. I think simple way. I know where is restroom, where is the kitchen, where is the bedroom in my home, in which county I live. So here, Master says how to know this, how to settle that knowledge. So Master says this mind moves in three factors. I must be very clear 24/7. That is what we say living from moment to moment. Simply by saying, oh, I live from moment to moment. So what happened yesterday? I was in stress in that moment. That is not living in a moment. So we have to understand the three factors. Sat, Asat, Mithya. What is Sat? Truth. What is Asat? Untruth. What is Mithya? False. Three factors. Now you have to combine, you have to include, you have to relate these three factors. So go back. What we are not. First we are taking that we are none of the three bodies. One is physical, other is subtle, third is causal. What is physical? We already know about this physical body, but we will know a little bit more. Cause of this physical body is the subtle body. We will understand what is this subtle body, and the cause of both physical and the subtle body is causal body. So ultimate cause, we have to go to the ultimate cause. Cause of the physical is subtle, cause of the physical and subtle is the causal body. Now we will understand what is this causal. So once we understand what is the cause of my birth, my parents. What is the cause of my birth of my parents? Their parents, their parents, their parents. So it's a problem of whether the chicken is first or egg is first. We should remove the doubt. We should remove the doubt. If we do not remove the doubt, so how to remove that doubt? By having the right knowledge of what is truth, what is untruth, and what is false. While keeping that understanding the 5 causes of suffering, 4 powers of intellect, 4 types of intellect, and 5 qualities. Now understand simple way. What is truth? Our master says that this truth or what is real is permanent existence. What is permanent existence? It is forever. It never takes birth and death. It is immanent. It is all pervading. That is the real self. And what is untruth? It is permanent non-existence. It is permanent non-existence. I believe that I'm making myself clear. It is permanent non-existence. Untruth. It does not exist at all. I have given example, elephant in the sky. Cat has a horn. So many thought enters into our mind because of emotional dependence. So third aspect is the challenge. What is false? Did you get it? Truth is permanent existence. Untruth is permanent non-existence. And the false is temporary existence in some form, name, and the shape. Did you get it? False is temporary existence in some form in the name. What do you mean? I have a shape and I have a name. Am I false? No. You are not false. Your body is false. Real is present forever, all pervading, immanent and eternal. Unreal is absolute, absent totally. So you see that what I said? Real self is present forever, at all the time, immanent and eternal. Unreal is absent totally. False means that is neither truth nor untruth. It is present for some time and then disappears. Clear? Now, go deeper. Go deeper. So if I filter out in my mind what is present for some time, then disappears, mind has no option but to settle in what is real. Clear? Yes, I'm clear. I'm clear, but I have a lot of pain in the body. Today is pain, tomorrow is pleasure. That exists for some time. You are sad today, tomorrow you are happy. Present for some time. And then disappears. I'm angry over you. And after a few hours, that anger is gone. Present for some time and then it disappears. Are you getting it? Oh, so present for some time. So if we find, what do we find? If we get the right knowledge about these three bodies, now come to the physical body. Huh? Physical body, subtle body, and the causal body. We have three bodies. The master says we are none of them. But I have to understand, how come that I am none of them? What is physical from outside to inside? What is the material cause of the body? Did you understand that part? What is the material cause of the body? If I understand it, what is the efficient cause of this material physical body? What is the function of the body? What are the modifications of this physical body? What we should do with the physical body to progress and succeed in the journey of awakening? If we answer those questions, then we are clear. Then we understand. Then we can remove this false I. Yes. So now the master says this physical body is made up of 5 elements. We can explain it. It is made up of organic and inorganic elements. Whether it's a carbohydrate, fat, protein, iron, minerals, vitamins, they all are matter. So we say basically 5 elements. After undergoing a grossification, or you can say, in science we say that this matter with the many elements undergoes a complex process which is known as protoplasm. And one unit of protoplasm is cell. Cell is a living entity. What is the cause? Material cause. So this master is saying, and then we will go in a clear understanding. So master says, this physical body is composed of 5 elements. After it undergoes a grossification, means protoplasm, as a result of, and second cause is as a result of good actions of the past. That is the efficient cause. We will understand. So this physical body is subjected to 6 modifications, 6 changes. Clear? This is how the definition works. Now we will go. Material cause of the physical body. What is the material cause of the physical body? It is matter. Whether you say 5 basic elements. So if I confirm what is the ultimate cause of this body, physical body. Cause of the body is matter, clear? Cause of the matter is earth. Cause of the earth is water, because that is what we say. If we find the water in any planet, there is a possibility of life. So cause of water, cause of earth is water, cause of water is fire, cause of fire is air, cause of air is space, cause of space is mind, because mind recognizes the space, cause of mind is I-ness, this I is false ego, that is why it says I am the body. Did you understand? No, why you are speaking so fast? What a beautiful understanding it gives you. So go a little deeper. Cause of the body is matter. Clear? From where the matter comes? Earth. If we have life, we need a water. The cause of earth is water. But if the heat is not there, then the water will not be available. Clouds, water. So cause of water is fire. Clear? It's not a question of blind belief. Clarity. And what is the cause of the fire? Remove the oxygen, burn a matchstick. In the kitchen, you use your gas stove. Without oxygen, not possible. So the cause of fire is air. Clear? What is the cause of air? If there is no space, there will not be air. What is the cause of the space? Who recognizes the space? Who appreciates the space? Mind. Whose mind? And because cause of the mind is I-ness. I say I know body. I say I know earth. I say I false ego. False ego says I am the body. Drop the false I to drop the attachment with the body. We are looking at the ultimate cause of the body. Do you understand what we are talking about? What we are not. So the master says we are none of the 3 bodies. So we are understanding the first point. What is this physical body and why we are not the physical body? So that false I recognizes, after undergoing a grossification of the outer world, which is matter, which is totally inert, I cannot be inert, I am a conscious entity, hence I am not the body. No? Inert versus consciousness. World is the body and I am not the world. Matter, properties of the matter is not peace and happiness. I am a seeker of peace and happiness. I am a conscious entity. So this is a brief understanding of what is the material cause of the body. What is the efficient cause of this body? Did you choose to be born in US or Ukraine or India? So there must be some efficient cause. Did you choose your parents? Did you choose your gender? Did you choose your color, weight, height? No, you can choose. If you have a binge eating, then you can choose the shape and the size of the body. That So we will understand. Keep this in mind. huh? That efficient cause of the body is what we say the prarabdha karma. What is prarabdha karma? My past impressions. So we will understand the law of karma. So prarabdha karma is a total sum. You can say the total account from the different banks, whether it's a saving or current account. Out of that prarabdha karma, some money, some impressions are taken out that creates our physical body, shape, size, beauty, deformity, race, family, events. Efficient cause. Keep that in mind. So as we go deeper, if I go on explaining, then it will not work here. We will be confused. So just understand, keep that in mind. The efficient cause of my body coming from choice of the birth, gender, age, color, height, weight. Normally the science says the DNA. So we will go a little deeper from the DNA to from where the DNA has come. Okay, DNA has all the impressions, but how come your DNA is different from mine? So the ultimate cause is the prarabdha karma. Material cause is parents, and efficient cause is someone else, something else. Clear? Keep that in mind. So we will open up. That is why we need a journey continuously to understand, to reach to that stage. So what is the function of the body? Physical body is the temple where the real self lives in. The house you live in. I am not the house. We are 100% clear. So this material body is neither me nor mine. Whatever exchanges that is taking place in this body leads to experience. Right? Experience. And these experiences are the results of the action that I have done. Clear? Good, bad, high, low, pain, pleasure, etc. So what is the function of the physical body? To experience sorrow, happiness, and mixed sorrow and happiness. So if I am upset today, the impression will continue tomorrow in one or the other form, and that is how my life continues. That is the function of the body. Can I get rid of what I have done today? Can I be totally free from any and all impressions? Then what will happen? Awakening will take place. So what are the modifications of the body? There are 6 modifications of the body. I am in the womb of a mother, so there is a sign of existence. Then birth, then growth, then maturity, then decay. Now why you're scaring us, decay? It's a fact. It's a fact, decaying. And the last is more scary, death. Death of the body, not the death of me. This body undergoes 6 modifications. The first modification, I am present in the womb of a mother. Second is the birth. Third is the growth. You see that after a certain growth of the body stops growing. Then it depends on my mind how I am taking care of this body. I can increase in a horizontal size. I just give an example of binge eating. But you cannot grow in height. You see, so that is what the maturity is. After that is a physical maturity, but after the physical maturity, body is still changing, decaying. Science says anabolic and catabolic processes. Huh? You know, those who have studied the fundamentals of biology, Jerry knows. So it's a catabolic and anabolic process. So after a certain age, the catabolic process takes over. And then we have goodbye to the world. What we should do with the body. Work on the body for well-being of the body. We can repair and maintain. We can do the service like we go for a service of the car. Neither too much attached, no, not to be. Take care of everything. Huh? Put lot of cosmetics on the face, but otherwise take care of the other organs of the body also. Repair and maintenance, check. Knowledge is available here to live my life according to the principles, wonderful. Check your heart, emotion, mind. Check your digestive system. That includes your circulatory system, excretory system. And check that you have a mobility. 4 factors. 4 factors needs constant attention to live my life in a healthier state. But at the same time, now apply the mithya, and then we will go for the practice. What is mithya? What is false? It is present for some time. After that, it disappears. Does the body belongs to that category? Physical body. Yes. So why to worry about it? Why to worry about it? Take care, repair and maintain. So when we keep that awareness, the mind gradually starts dissolving the 5 causes of the suffering. What are the 5 causes of the suffering? I am the body. Ego, related to the body. Attachment and detachment pertains to the body. Ignorance that I am the body. And knowledge is I am not the body. Keep in your mind there are 3 layers of knowledge. What is real, what is unreal, never exists. Permanent non-existence. False, that is present for some time and then it disappears. How many times you became angry over me? Are you angry now? No. Present for some time. Now it is gone. You are stressed today, you are not stressed tomorrow. You have a pain in the knee today, tomorrow not there. Fear we will take later. So let us start our journey. Close your eyes, body is steady, and the mind is facing within. Mind is facing within. What a beautiful way this master explains. Check that the body is steady, the mind is looking within. Why the mind is looking within? Mind now realizes because of the knowledge, enough is enough, mind. You have been looking outside, getting attached, getting obsessed. I am not interested. That is why the mind is looking inside. Body is steady. Why the body has to be steady? To recognize. No, what to recognize? To recognize what to recognize? What is false? What is real? What is unreal? You see that the mind settles in the knowledge. We need not to do anything. But until we understand these principles, apply them, is the knowledge available to you at this moment? Not by saying, I know. No, it will not work. Is the knowledge available? What is that knowledge? Is the body steady? Why it has to be steady? If it is not steady, with exceptions, if it is not steady, it means the mind wants to wander. No. We'll continue with what we have done last time and now aware. Keep looking inside the heart in the space, dropping Shantoham, Shantoham. And body is steady. In that state of the steadiness of the body, start breathing quick, short, and gentle breath through both the nostrils. Don't move the entire body. The mind says, I will move the entire body. No. Only the movement of the chest, expansion and the contraction of the chest continues. And you are dropping Shantoham deep inside. One more aspect. You should breathe minimum 60 to 80 breaths a minute. Just take one example. When I say start counting the breath, you start counting the breath. And when I say stop, and then you will know in 1 minute how many breaths you take. So if it goes to 60 and 80, I use the Tantra aspect, quantitative. It is not in the higher journey, but that will help us. So let us start counting the breath. And stop it. So now you know how many breaths you have taken in a minute. So first, target is about 60 to 80 breaths a minute, and then we will go for 120 to 140 breaths a minute. Continue breathing. So we can count. In this way we understand. We need not to take help of anything outside. Don't keep looking at the watch. No, because then the mind will remain outside. You are still dropping the Shantoham, 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 Shantoham. So one layer of the mind is calm. Other layer of the mind is in action. Third layer of the mind is keeping the body steady. We are crushing the ignorant mind in this way. That is the goal of this breathing. Continue quick, short breath through both the nostrils. Body is steady, mind is dropping. Shantoham in the space inside. Why? You have an answer. Cause of the space is the mind. Cause of the mind is the false I. Do you see that? Look at it. What we talk, we do. for a now leave the step, do nothing, and experience the result that the mind temporarily disconnects with the body. It constantly experiences the calmness and a sense of energy, a sense of higher level of awareness because of relaxation. So you got one clue that the cause of the space is the mind, and cause of the mind is the false I, and there we are dropping in that space the Shantoham. Clear. So now we will go for the Nya. Start breathing deep, silent and slow is the car. The driver is the mind moving into the space, dropping, singing Om Shanti. And the first path is the right arm. Now you are dropping on that highway which is emptiness and the space. Now you see the importance of the nyasa. You are directly hitting that space. The cause of the space is mind, and the cause of the mind is false I. So you are dissolving the false I where it is living. Why? With reference to the body. That false I claims I am the body. No way. That is the reason the nyasa practice helps you to continuously living within. One, a sense of egolessness. Two, and the mind withdraws within for the discovery. See, everything is purely logical. We can understand that. Continue the niyas. In that state, the body is steady. Don't stretch your eyeballs. You casually, if there is an effort and the eyeballs are stretched, you're not doing the nyasa rightly. And you see, just the entire meditation we are completing in hardly 3 and 4 steps. But now we are a seeker, we can do it for a longer period. Means what? Now move the mind inside the left arm. Means what? That mind which used to be crazy, lazy, obsessed is dropping in the presence of a knowledge. See how simple it is. Reminding you again, the cause of the space, cause of the air is the space, and cause of the space is the mind. Cause of the mind is? Mind says, I know, it means I is there. Oh, and there we are dropping. Om Shanti. So what we are doing, the 5 causes of the suffering, obsession with the body, ego, attachment, detachment, and ignorance. So our principle lies with every practice. Keep that awareness. The false exists for some time. It has a temporary existence. Now inside the right leg, so in the background you have a knowledge. Right leg is the part of the physical body. It is present for some time and after that it is going to dissolve this. But why? What is false? The nature of the false is to appear and disappear. Simple. With that understanding and awareness, we are already, we have started from the last 2 weeks, we are going deeper and deeper. The time will come when you need not to practice. I will speak and you will say, yes, knowledge is available, no more ignorance, I am the real self. Now inside the left leg, when you see the nyas is so natural for you, what it means? The 5 causes of that suffering is not present. And that suffering is false. Mind is, knowledge is 100% available. This body will not move. Why it is not 100% available? Mind. Mind is the cause of the suffering. So when we say mind, move the mind within, that is why we say it. Should be very clear. By constant learning and listening, contemplation, reflection, and practice, that knowledge is made available 100%. And inside the spine, from the crown of the head to the tailbone, mind is singing naturally. Why? This mind is not obsessed with the body. The mind falsely does not see that body is the ultimate cause. If that awareness is there, 100%, even a layman, a non-seeker, detaches with the body. We cannot prove that what exists temporarily has a permanent cause. And if the false has a false cause, as we have realized, it is simply non existent, but it appears to exist. Shanti. And now leave that nyasa, go to the heart, triangle, visualize the triangle, equilateral, pointing upward of any color. And then move the mind gently on all the sides. Then go to the center. From there you move the mind within, singing Om. And then Shanti. So you are checking. Knowledge is 100% available, and you are already absorbed into that space, melting into the space. The false eye above the space, the rest of the other stuff below the space. Now you understand why I gave you the triangle. There are hundreds of ways. This is not the only way. When the false I is not there, the mind seems to be stand still. So if you are already absorbed or you have done Om Shanti this time, leave everything, let the knowledge alone live. What is that knowledge? Material cause, false I. I am not the body. Everything is changing. What is changing belongs to the category of the false I have to do nothing. And who is the knower of this change is me. I believe you got it. What is real self? Before that, we are separating what is not real self. It's a confusion, duality, delusion, ignorance. And the first thing that we did today, that I'm not this physical body. How do I see that I'm the body? This is the false I. False I reflects the body as me in the consciousness. But it is false. Why it is false? Temporary existence. It lives for some time and then it disappears. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. We'll share our experiences. You can ask a question, obviously pertaining to the journey, and bring your mind on the right hand, your mind on the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes, open the eyes inside. Know your experiences, bring the hands down. How are you, Terry?
Let me see. I felt I was breathing about in the 60 to 80.
Good.
And I felt a little bit cool after that. But I feel like this uncontrolled physical movement is distracting me, like it's fighting. It doesn't want me to succeed.
Yeah.
And, I felt like I couldn't find the triangle. Like I kept having to have a hard time to get it to see it. But then I had a thought at one point that there was a point in the space, and if I could go through that point out of this, what I'm seeing as the space in the dark of my eye, I could just, the whole thing could just disappear, and it wouldn't be an issue. I just had that thought. And,
you contemplate. Let me give you just a solution. You know what the triangle is?
Yes.
That is you already see it. Why the mind is making unnecessary effort?
It doesn't have to see it with the eyes.
Yes.
Okay.
You are right.
And even when the eyes are closed, I'm still trying to physically see it.
Yes. With eyes closed, eyes cannot see anything physically. Are you clear? So it takes time, it's understanding, and you are good. How are you, David and Jerry?
Very good meditation for me. Very simple, very quick, very deep, and just lots of space.
Beautiful. Pay attention. This week, contemplate what is the ultimate cause of the body, material cause. And we will take up the efficient cause. Keep that understanding. How are you, Jerry?
Sir, I'm good. It was peaceful, calm, quiet, really wonderful. Thank you.
Beautiful. That should be another way to express. How are you, Kate? Kate might be in a hurry, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And again, Anastasia, I send you hope and resilience and every bit of energy I can. Sorry I had to join late, and in fact, we have daylight savings time coming up this weekend, so I may not be able to join you on these sessions because I've got responsibilities at work. But the meditation was beautiful. I felt very, very warm and very heavy.
Good. Very good. Very good. Very good for joining and very good for not joining. So, how are you, Stephen?
I was good. The meditation for me was at a very high level of awareness of my breath and your voice throughout the meditation. The one difference for me is I had this realization when you said go to the triangle. I saw the triangle like I always do, but that triangle actually turned into me sitting in meditation.
Beautiful.
And then I just got like sucked into the center of myself. And before I know it, this was over. And it was just blankness.
Beautiful. Beautiful. You see that? Here is a solution Terry, Stephen has given me. Understand. When we say physical, it means that all the sense organs are active looking at physical objects and physical experiences. When we say subtle, mind is subtle body. So at that subtler level, the mind do not take help of the sense organs to see anything. it conceptualize, it visualize in the field of awareness. You see how deeper the psychology is. And Kate saying that I will not join. Thank you very much. Vaibhav, how are you? No, it's okay.
Sir, I'm good. It was very peaceful. Now it's like living with the fact that whatever is coming is temporary. So I cannot distracted by the thoughts which is coming. So it remains very peaceful, very calm.
Yes. That is a good point. That is another good point. Yes. How are you, Sam?
Really good. The big change for me today was when we got to the triangle, I was more focused on how it made me feel than what it looked like. So I just felt a very nice warming sensation around the heart, and I was focused on that rather than what the triangle looked like today. So it was a little bit of a layer behind, I guess.
It's another good you see that, when I say that I see the triangle with eyes closed, it means I'm leaving the physical layer. What we are not the physical body. We are not the physical body. So that mind keeps looking in the knowledge, in the awareness. That needs to be understood clearly. So when you understand that, then what is going to happen? I'm angry. Oh, it lives for some time. The moment your knowledge, intellect remembers it lives for some time, it will go away. Are you getting it? But now, if it is not living for some time, you don't know it. Do you know what it is? It is attachment. It is attachment. So that is how we gradually move into the higher consciousness to live from moment to moment. That is why we need to learn, understand, contemplate, reflect, practice. How are you, Anastasia?
Oh, thank you. I'm fine. It was very peaceful. And at the beginning, during Nyasa, I didn't want to breathe. It was annoying to make this movement unnecessary. And then it's interesting that first it was annoying, and second, I lost this feeling of breathing. I haven't noticed when I stopped to feel my breathing that I'm actually doing these movements.
That's really good.
It was very deep.
Very deep. That's good, Anastasia.
And I had that feeling as a lot of people hug me. I don't know why. It was a feeling of, I felt warm and like somebody hugs me.
I did talk about the love intellect that drops that ego. It happens. That experience came from there. Or is Oleg sitting nearby?
Yes, but he is working.
He's working. Okay. He's not hugging you. So that's okay. No, but I was looking at you. No. How are you, Ashok? Very good.
Good, sir. However, I am having some cold due to the change of the season. But I suggest my mind, but this is this is not. I'm not the body. I'm the real self. So it will happen to the body, not to me.
Yes.
But that suggestion is going. That's good.
That's good. Beautiful. That's another understanding. We are progressing. How are you, Samir?
Sir, before it was like that, that I used to think that the silence comes and goes. and the talking mind is my original state. Now the difference is that I think that silence is my original state and talking mind comes and goes. That is the big difference coming in my life,
That's
slowly and slowly.
beautiful. That's another very good point he is mentioning. Because if we go on reflect this week, what is the cause of this body? Matter, material, cars, protein. From where, what is the cause of these? Earth. What is the cause of the earth? Water. What is the cause of the water? Fire. Fire means heat. The water goes in clouds, and then, you already know the process. I'm not going there into a scientific. And cause of the fire is air. It's very clear from the science also. Air means, here we are referring to the oxygen. And what is the cause of the air? Space. What is the cause of this space? I know the space, mind. What is the cause of the mind? This crazy false self. Does the false I has any entity? No. That helps me to drop myself into that space. Any question? You have to unmute. Oh, Terry, you have to unmute. I muted.
Does that mean that the space is a false entity?
Cause of the space is mind.
So yes.
Yes. And cause of the mind is the false I. So we have already bypassed the space.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. Very good. Very good. That is all for today. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.